Welcome, Barbecue Pit. I don't know why, but my computer's a little dim today. I don't know what's up with that. But UFC Moscow, success for them, not for me. My picks, I picked 2 out of the 3 fights on here, and then I picked Andre Arlovsky in the third to last fight on another spot. And 0 for 3, man. I picked Arlovsky, Krylov, and Hunt. And Hunt was really, I had a lot of faith in Hunt. He was landing the leg kicks really good. He landed a real big punch, and it really looked like Olenek had one shot to get him down. If he couldn't get him down, and they kept standing, he was really going to start hurting him because he was having a hard time standing on that lead leg. Um, Olenek was so. It was looking good for Hunt. He actually did land that takedown. Immediately passed, went to the choke, choked Mark Hunt out. Mark Hunt's got probably the thickest neck I've ever seen. Choked him out. Maybe that's easier to choke him out, but choked him out. So same thing happened with Krylov. Man, I thought Krylov was gonna win because he's a good striker. He's a good striker. Uh, he's got to fight his fight. And what he did was he was landing a couple good strikes, and one of his strikes actually landed him putting his body momentum into a takedown. So he just took the takedown, laid on top for a minute, kind of landed some shots, and got reversed. Instead of getting back up, they got reversed. Blachowicz gets on top, starts beating him up real bad for the rest of the round. Comes out next round, takes him down immediately, and just really just works him on the ground. Works his top game. Krylov really don't got nothing for his top game. And then Krylov gets choked out. Uh, and Arlovsky, man, that was a good fight. That was a good fight. Arlovsky got robbed. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't know. I like to see them. Matter of fact, I'll go back. I wrote an article about this the other day. I'll see who I remember because I can't really remember off the top of my head. That was for the other one, so that's not it. Lost it. There it is. Still lost it. Whatever. We lost it. It's gone. But that's what I was talking about on the podcast, so that's not it. Gone. Whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of good fights I like to see for all those guys, man. Mark Hunt's talking about his last fights coming up. I see Gokhan Saki wants to put his name in the bin. I like that fight. I also like maybe going on Stefan Struve, man, who is also not really riding his age so well, and at this time in his career. So maybe a lot of opportunity for Mark Hunt to get that last win. I know he's thinking about what was that, Arsdale? It's in Australia, whatever. It's pretty close um, to where he's at, his home spot. So I would assume he wants to go out on a win. It's always going to be a draw for me. I guess I always want to watch 5'10" Mark Hunt fight 7 foot tall Stefan Struve. That's foot and an inch difference, in height. Mark Hunt gets those hands on you, and it's not gonna be good, Stefan. And he's got that body. You got to protect that body. But I don't know. I like the fight. Mark Hunt probably don't want to take the fight because it's a tough fight. He's got to get inside of that reach advantage that Struve will obviously have, just purely based on height. Um, so maybe goes with the Gokhan Saki fight. So Saki fought at light heavyweight. Um, obviously a lot smaller. Probably wants to fight Mark Hunt to stand up because he doesn't want to get taken down. He doesn't want to do any kind of ground game. He wants to have a strict kickboxing match, which is what Mark Hunt does. So I'd say Mark Hunt would be up for it. They get enough hype circulating around it. That's probably the fight that's going to happen. Um, there you go for that. But I didn't write about that because at the time, this rumor wasn't out about Gokhan Saki saying, "Oh, I want the fight," yada yada, whatever. Um, good card. Not good for me, but good card. 0-3. 0-3 barbecue pit picks. Uh, we got it back though. I'm gonna make some predictions tonight because excuse me for a minute. I'll make the picks tonight for UFC Brazil, Sao Paulo in Brazil. The It's really funny what happened with this card because it's like a disaster. Dana White was probably shitting his pants with this because it was supposed to be Glover Teixeira versus Jimmy Manuwa, which not the greatest main event you could have. Not the greatest, but I mean it's decent. And he's probably happy about it. Um, then Teixeira drops out, gets hurt, right? So Thiago Santos comes into the fight, and he's gonna fight Jimmy Manuwa. Just a couple days ago, Jimmy Manuwa drops out of the fight. Now it's Tuesday night, so it's probably Wednesday morning. If East Coast, West Coast, you probably fucking still Tuesday night. But so it was just maybe Monday, Sunday, maybe at earliest, maybe even today. Maybe it was earlier today, but had to be yesterday or Monday. I think it was yesterday. But Eric Anders steps in on week's notice, fight a main event. Both of them middleweight fighters stepping up, fighting a light heavyweight division. They're both going to keep it a light heavyweight fight. 205 pounds. Santos, uh, Anders. I like Santos. 3 rules I got when I pick. I'm biased on my favorite fighters, period. I don't care what nobody says. I'll make the pick until somebody starts paying me for my picks. And I gotta start getting I gotta start studying to get my picks right. Until that starts happening, picking my favorite fighters that I like, no matter what. And I will explain to you why I have a confidence that my favorite fighter will win. That's what I'll do to you for that fight. Any other fight, I'll be honest, and I'll say who I think is going to win. And I'll tell you, I want this guy to win, but I think this guy's going to win if they're not one of my favorite fighters. I got maybe a handful and a half, 2 handfuls maybe, of favorite fighters. Uh, Thiago Santos is one of them. So knockout first round, Santos. Anders very explosive coming up. Going to come out pretty excited, and I think Santos is going to land an early knockout. So it's how the card ends, in my opinion. Alex Oliveira, Cowboy Alex Oliveira. I'm gonna fuck this guy's name up, but Carlo Pedisoli, Pedinsoli, I think that's how you say it, Junior. Based off, I can't pronounce your name, man. I'm gonna go Cowboy. Just came off a win against Condit, confidence high. You got people out here in the media not calling your name right. Confidence low. I don't know. I got Cowboy. Somebody told me to bet $5. I'd say Cowboy. Oliveira in that fight. Co-main event goes to Cowboy Alex Oliveira. Third last fight is Sam Alvey, smiling Sam Alvey versus Antonio Rogero Nogueira, which I'm pretty sure is Lil Nog. Big Nog was in heavyweight. This is in light heavyweight, so pretty sure this is Lil Nog. But I was getting confused. Who the fuck is big and little? Fucking, is it backwards? Is it the correct way? I don't fucking know. But anyway, um, hard fight. I haven't seen Nogueira in a hot minute. He's old, 42, I think. Where uh, Alvy's 32. I got Alvy by decision. Sam Alvey, unanimous decision. I got that. Yeah, and it's gonna be a wrestling match probably, a wrestling match slash jiu-jitsu match, and that something's gonna come out and they're gonna give him like his brown belt or his black belt, whatever he's on next, and it's. I mean, even if he doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. Sam Alvey though, by decision. I got decision. Then you got Henan Burrell versus. It's a funny one because I mean the card seems obvious, and I'm picking all the obvious ones. But it's just because one, I didn't look them up, and I didn't do my homework about Pedasoli Jr. But I did my homework about Andre Ewell, Andre Ewell is what I see his name as. Fighting Henan Barrow. I did a lot of research on him, and Henan Barrow's gonna fucking smoke this guy. Unless Henan Brown just fucking mad gun shy and he just don't know how to go back to that former champion just a little bit. Maybe he gets clipped or something, but let me do my due diligence right here. On live with you guys. All unprofessional and shit. Junior. Junior, dog. We're gonna see. 11-1. I did see his record. That's what I did see. Let's see where he fought last. Doesn't say. Beat Brad Scott though. Not bad. I don't really recognize too much of anybody. Yuko Ano, yeah. Championship fight. Oh no, I canceled out. Sorry. Let's see. He's got split decision, arm triangle, rear naked choke, ground and pound, guillotine, unanimous, split, cancel, arm bar, knockout. And they do say the fighting organization underneath it. His last fight was in the UFC at Fight Night 130, so that's mad long ago, I would say. Um, Before that was in Cage Warriors. What the fuck? May of 2018, so it's earlier this year. Okay, not bad. Split decision over Brad Scott. Then was in Cage Warriors. You know, fucking shit up over there. I got Brow. I mean, not Brow. Oliveira still. I'm not gonna lose faith in Oliveira just for looking up his stats. He looked a little impressive to me, just based off his stats. I've never seen him. You know, I never seen him. I didn't see the Brad Scott fight, obviously. Um, Never seen him. Got Cowboy. All the obvious picks here. Santos, obvious. Oliveira, obvious. Alvey, obvious. Barao, obvious. Anybody that argues those are not obvious, I'll give you one reason why they all are. And that'll be the end of that. This Saturday marks the 1 week where we can get the 1 week countdown going for UFC 229. Conor McGregor, Habib Magomedov. Great fight coming. Everybody's looking forward to it. I'm looking more forward to the fight itself. What's gonna happen in the fight? Who's gonna be right with their predictions on which is stronger with the grappling or the striking? That excites me more than exactly Conor McGregor coming back. Or I like Conor McGregor, man. I like his fights. They're exciting. It's funny to see that people think it's their time and I can beat him and I'm the guy, and then he comes out and he fucks you up. It's funny sometimes. It's I'm a funny guy. I like to see it. It's funny to me. But I just the hype. I never got on the hype train onto that one. I would say I never got on that hype train. So I mean, I'm just not as excited that he's back. I'm more excited that the fight's happening. It's a good fight that I want to see. So I would be more excited that Tony Ferguson is back because he tripped over a wire, was his injury, but he's kicking metal poles. So it's like, does he go back to that? Looked like he did. So, I mean, how the fuck are your legs, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully they're good. I can't wait to see him. Anthony Pettis is coming off a big win. Uh, Speaking of Anthony Pettis' big win, rumored that in UFC 232, Carlos Condit will be coming back to fight again against Michael Chiesa. I think it's still in the talks. Maybe it got announced, but that is something that's happening. Carlos Condit is back. Did not retire. Last news for the day: MSG, UFC 230. No main event still. We'll be putting out a poll later, but who could it be? Jones? Can Jones come back? Who Jones versus anybody? If anybody, comment who. I say if it's going to be Jones, it's Cormier doing one of his last two fights. Excuse me. Very believable. He says he wants his last fight to be in March, so does one in November. That's early in November. He has all November, December, January, February, and then depending on when in March, that's 5 months, 4.5 months, 4 months, something like that, to gain back for his next fight. So we could see John Jones, Daniel Cormier at heavyweight um, at the main event there. Could also see John Jones, maybe Alexander Gustafsson for the interim, or maybe they're stripping Cormier or whatever, and then that's for the light heavyweight title again. Gustafsson maybe he fights, or maybe he fights. All I can see right now is Gustafsson, man. Everybody else is injured. They got something to prove, Blachowicz just called out. Um, Cormier, I'm not too sure that's a fight I want to see yet with Jones and Blachowicz. Uh, I'd say that fight is either Gustafsson or Cormier. If it's Jones, um, maybe they just move the Nate Poirier fight up to a 5-round fight, but then you have a pay-per-view fight with no title fight. Tough sell. What are you gonna do there? Featherweight, can Max Holloway and Brian Ortega both be ready? Are they asking for later on in the year? Or no, didn't they get later on in the year? Isn't it maybe in Toronto or something? So that's out. Who else is left? At the middleweights. Light heavyweight, so you're all the way up is gone. Gone there. Can't do those girls because that just. Oh well, that the Shevchenko thing just fell through and they got stripped. So maybe they go Shevchenko, Jacek, November 3rd. That would make sense. Jacek just said that she needs this year, if she's going for that 125-pound belt, they stripped Nico Montano of the 125-pound belt. Valentina Shevchenko was the one going to challenge Montano. If Montano is completely out of the picture now, because if she wasn't out of the picture, then why would they strip her? So if she's out of the picture now, Shevchenko and Joanna have fought before. Good to see. It's all good ratings, man, and that's a title fight. It would be a title fight to come in the main event there. So I think that's a possibility. Rose. Andrade. Can Andrade be ready? She just went on September 8th. September, maybe now short notice, they wouldn't do that. So no, that one's gonna happen later. Got a couple more fights to go through in my head. Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw, maybe? Cejudo Dillashaw? Or Dillashaw Garbrandt? Dillashaw Garbrandt. Who else? Those are the picks I'm gonna put up. Dillashaw Garbrandt, Cejudo. Not Dillashaw Garbrandt. Fuck. Dillashaw Cruz. Matter of fact, the poll is gonna say this. What title fight do you think will headline 230? And it's either going to be Shevchenko 125, um, Dillashaw 135, Jones or Cormier heavyweight. I guess it would be Jones light heavyweight. And then I guess, I don't know. You couldn't really say. I wouldn't say so. If Cejudo doesn't get the Dillashaw fight, he's gonna go for Johnson again, and I think he's gonna want a full 6 weeks from like he's gonna want to know, have a little bit of time, and then have a 6 week training camp. So he's gonna want a little while. I don't think that's the November card. Maybe it is. Maybe they just say, hey, run it back with DJ real quick. And they do that in Madison Square Garden. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. But there's a lot of possibilities. I don't know what I'm going to write in the poll, but you guys go check it out, the Barbecue Pit Live on Twitter, _after Pit, in between Pit and Live. Because we the Barbecue Pit. You know what I'm saying? Saturday. Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. I don't know. Come to the channel anyway. Watch all the videos, like all the videos. You know what to do. Craig Allen, Fight Night Picks. That's my boy. Everybody go support him. John Sloan, support my boy there. Evil Eddie. Pure Evil MMA over there. Robin Black. Great guy. I'm just going to go on my shit and read it off now. I don't be doing it on my phone no more. When I used to do it on my phone, I couldn't do this. And look you guys up. I had to remember you all. So that I got a fucking deep shit going on in my head, man. I know all you guys, personally. You know what I mean? Because I remember you. That's who I got, man. Those are my guys. You like MMA Twitter, go follow Mac Malley. That guy's funny. Of course, go follow all the fighters. Alan Quintez, fucking real estate page, whoever that guy is, he shows me love. That guy's funny. It's not his Twitter. It's his fucking, I guess his real estate Twitter. It's fun. It's hilarious though. It's probably some fan or whatever, but I think it's funny. Write for a different couple websites, man. My own website, Mikey, Nick3324.com. Go check it out. I got mad blogs on there. UFC, NBA. I used to post the videos on there, so you can catch a couple old links on there. Definitely catch a link to the page, though. You just click on the little emblem, the little fire pit thing, and bang, you're on the page. So go to my website that I got. I wrote a couple pieces for hoophype.net. Little hyphen in between hoop and hype.net. They're a cool blog over there. My homeboy out there in Canada, he's got a good little website. If you play basketball, you watch, you're interested in basketball at all, go check out that website. Slam Dunk 3. They got a WordPress website up right now, and I write for them a little bit. Everybody go check them out. Basketball. I like to write about basketball, somewhat NBA, but mostly about basketball. And then I also write for 12 ounce Sports Radio. You can go to 12ouncesportsradio.com, look for the little blog, drop down, and then go to MMA. And I'm pretty much the only guy on there that writes for MMA. So everything you got on there is me, and there will be more to come. I gotta get logged back into my account there, but a couple different things, man. Always looking for more. If you got a website or you got something like that, talk to me. We'll talk business. Everything's a business, but we'll work something out. I write for everybody in this whole world, unless they make me sign non-competes, and then I can't no more. So, but they gotta offer me something nice to sign a non-compete. I gotta get good though. I gotta keep practicing. You know, I guess practicing. This is the real deal, huh? But not really. Hopefully, the world will see my peace one day. Holla, guys. Next Tuesday, maybe this Saturday, we'll say holla.